Rod, obviously the topic tonight is the heat. What did you guys know, and when did you know it about the air conditioning system failing here in San Antonio?
Well, Michael, really, sometime in the first quarter. I mean, I'm sitting at midcourt in the second row, and I can feel that it got very warm. Sometime in the first quarter, we knew it was hot. There have been a lot of games played. I can remember Old Boston Garden when it was unbelievably hot. Old Chicago Stadium when it was. Once the game starts, it's in the hands of the referees. If the referees felt the court was unsafe, they would have come to midcourt and talked to me about it. You didn't see people slipping.
Was that to determine if the floor was dry, so therefore you were going to keep playing?
The floor was dry, and therefore, things happen, in sporting events and live sporting events. Sometimes things happen, and in this case, the air conditioner went out. It was the same for both teams. Both teams were playing under the same conditions.
Either coach complained to you?
Neither coach complained at all, regarding it. It's unfortunate, obviously, that it happened, but the court was safe, and therefore we continued the game.
You mentioned playing in all those arenas. I know you were actually involved in some of those games, particularly Boston and Chicago.
Right.
But when the league's marquee player, LeBron James, can't continue, people are going to talk all day tomorrow about how it disproportionately affected this game. Rod, what do you say to them?
Well, LeBron obviously had to leave the game in the fourth quarter with the game still in the balance. He's such a great player that obviously when a player of that ilk leaves the game, it certainly affects the game. But again, both teams were playing under the same conditions. The floor was safe. There was nothing wrong with the floor, and we played under these conditions before.
Last question. Sunday, game 2, Sunday evening. We got the extra day in this series with an off day. I would think you would expect this arena to be cool by Sunday's game 2, but is there something bigger wrong right now? Obviously, you've been talking to building officials. What do they expect for Sunday?
They expect everything to be perfect come Sunday, and that's what we expect too.